Hey everyone, I'm Cal and I've decided to make the any percent with cat console tutorial as there hasn't really been a good console or with cat tutorial as everyone kind of runs on PC and just uninstalls Catwoman and doesn't run with her. So I decided to take the liberty of actually making this tutorial. There are a few differences between console and PC, the biggest one being that it runs at 30 FPS, while people that run on PC run at 62 FPS. So it's a big gap in between like how things work in the speedrun. And there hasn't really been an updated tutorial in a few years. And there's been a lot of route changes, like skips and like glide paths that have been found over the years. So I thought it'd just be a good idea to make an updated one for the current routes of how to do it and hopefully get new runners interested in speedrunning the game. Now, there are a few tricks that I will go over now just to kind of show you how to do them. So the first glitch I'm going to show you are ground takedown cancels. Now what they are is when Batman does a ground takedown on a guy, he has two animations. One where he picks him up off the floor and slams him back down. Another one is where Batman jumps in the air to do the ground takedown. Now we want the one where he's in the air, and we get that easiest with a combo. So the way we do the ground takedown cancel is we start the fight, do a ground takedown, but mash quick fire backward, which is left trigger and Y or triangle if you're on a PlayStation. Do a ground takedown, and then mash left trigger and Y or triangle to quick fire the backlaw, which skips the animation of the ground takedown. As you can see there, it completely skipped the entire animation. So this is used various times throughout the run, and it saves a lot of time, because if we just did regular ground takedowns, it would be a lot slower than cancelling them and having the fight be finished faster. So now this next glitch is called a door cancel. So we can either use the rec or the backlaw. Now backlaw cancels are frame perfect, so we can't. So if you're on a PlayStation, you can't do that unfortunately, which doesn't allow you to do a skip. We do it. So you want to hold aim. We'll do this in a rec first. You can either use alternate fire, which is the right bumper, or fire it regularly with the trigger. You want to aim, alternate fire, or regularly fire, and open the door all at the same time. So like that. The Batman doesn't go through the door, but the door opens. You can do this with right trigger as well. Like that. So the camera is different when you do it with trigger, as it just behaves differently as it's not frame perfect. You can also do this with the backlaw, which is frame perfect, like that. You have to use alternate fire with the backlaw, as you can't use regular fire when cancelling doors with the backlaw. This next glitch allows us to do pretty much everything in the game, in the speedrun for that matter. So if Batman's positioned on a tightrope, a railing, or a corner, and we quick fire Batarang, the game remembers how Batman was in that state when he quick fired the Batarang. That's called Batarang storage. So when we chain this with something called rec storage, and how you get rec storage is you hold left, you aim, fire, and then switch to the rec. You can either use alternate fire, which is the right bumper, or right trigger. It doesn't matter. So you wanna see, there we go. We now have storage. You wanna aim, fire, and then switch really quickly, like that. So I know I have storage. I can't move. I can punch, but I can't move. The only way to get out of this state is if you quick fire a Batarang. Now, what this does, so if we get onto the tightrope, we quick fire a Batarang, and now we get rec storage, like that. If we pull out the Batarang, the game still remembers that we were in the tightrope when we quick fired our Batarang, so it thinks we're trying to go back into the tightrope, so it makes us it gives Batman the positioning of when he's on the tightrope. Now, if we throw the batarang like that, Batman will move very quickly. And this is called a zip. We use this for a lot of skips in the game. But railing and corners do the same thing as tightrope, but railings act differently. So if we get railing storage, we get batting storage on the railing, we get corner, we get rack storage, and we pull out the corner. The game thinks we're on the railing, so now if we throw a bunch of freeze grenades, we start going up. We use this for a skip called Protocol 10 skip. What that does, it just skips Protocol 10. This is quite useful for only one thing within the run. We only use this once within the any percent run, so it's only useful for one thing, but it can be So the last thing I'm going to cover for this is wreck jumps. So basically what they are is it's a super jump basically. So when you want to press A or X if you're on PlayStation, aim and fire the wreck. You can use alternate fire or regular fire, it doesn't matter, and then press A again really quick, like in a small frame. So A, aim fire A, or X, aim fire X. But you can do the inputs fairly slowly, like that. It's quite generous with the window that you can do it in. But if you're near a ledge or a railing, Batman will be propelled up into the air. One thing worth mentioning, the distance between between Batman and the ledge does matter with the height as well. Also, you want to be holding left trigger the entire time, because if you don't, it doesn't work as well. It'll be subdued, so you want to make sure you're holding left trigger the entire time to get the full jump. So A or X, A, left trigger, shoot A. So aim, shoot A. A, shoot A. And then when you're near a ledge, go up. It's easier to practice on these ones because they've like markings, so you can kind of jump like there. So you have like a reference point, but on things like this, don't have any reference point. You kind of just have to go with it and see if it works. Right, so Cat 1 is where the run starts. Now, what we do here is just punch everyone. There's not much you can do here. I should also mention French is fastest for console. Spanish saves a minute amount of time, but it might as well just play French since everyone does it. So here you just punch everyone. There's not much you can do. Now to skip this slow-mo bit, you press A or X from PlayStation just to skip the slowdown. You skip these cutscenes. They always just take a while. Now we've got good old Hugo to entertain us with his dreaded plans.
Je dois vous remercier. Il est plus facile de cap.
So now Hugo's walked away. You want to go to the left first, it's slightly faster. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Not in that order. You can just mash counter here. Just for counter immediate.
Bienvenue à Arkham City. Est-ce que tu fabriques ici, ouais? Tu es son majordome? Tu vas crever ici. Je vais faire de toi mon toutou.
You can look before you actually stand up here. So you can look in the direction of this.
Qu'est-ce qu'on attend, Wayne?
And you can start walking there.
On se bouge là, hey, Wayne. Il paraît que le
And you want to go to the right of this guy. Continue to hold forward. Go to the left of this guy, hold forward. And then once we let through, yeah. So now for this bit, You can hold forward whilst the door's open, just to start walking a little faster. Now, when Jack Ryder kind of clips through you, from the guy, you want to punch the guy first, then just counter everyone. And you want to kind of stay where Jack Ryder is, so you can pick him up immediately like that. You can walk forward here, it doesn't matter. You still get hit at the same time, so. So we are about to do the first skip of the game. Dumpster dive or intro fight skip. And before this we have to counter Penguin. So you can start mashing when he puts his brass knuckles on. Now, you want to hold back. You can punch Penguin, it doesn't matter. But why wouldn't you want to punch Penguin? You want to hold back and mash counter. Because these counters are faster than the regular ones. Now, intro fight skip. So, you want to line Bruce up in between these two papers and jump in between them. You want to get in between the two papers. Okay, the guy just didn't get out of the way. And up between the two papers, jump, and like that, and hold crouch when you get up on that little lip, or when the game kind of puts you up. Like that, so you want to crouch, and when you get lifted up, and you get to skip this fight. Also, doing intro fight skip also skips the Alfred calling you, the dialogue that plays here. So it's just kind of quiet when you climb up. There are multiple slides we do here. There's one here. You can slide off this. I don't see people doing it these days, but you can. Now for this one, you want to hold diagonally, not like that, but you want to hold a diagonal angle. So when you slide, it doesn't make you climb down like that. Now when you climb up here, hold a diagonal left and then spam jump, so you jump in an angle so you can get to the ladder faster. Climb up the ladder and then interact with Batswarm. So you want to dive roll. When you want to dive roll off, it's slightly faster than just manually gliding off. Grapple there. You want to cancel the grapple. Then you can grapple there. And then open the door. Now, the way we did ground takedown cancels, we're going to do that, but instead of doing a ground takedown, we're going to try dive rolling whilst mashing quickfire backlaw, and these are called roll cancels, which just skip the rolling animation like that. So you want to hold, mash, roll, and mash ground takedown, and mash it backlaw. So you can do the ground takedowns here, the cancels even. Just do the ground takedown cancels. Get this fight there. And the last guy you want to hit Battle Axe. Can move around here, just it doesn't matter. We'll skip the cutscene when you can. Now for this scan, you want to go to the left. You want to go to the right. So I'll show. You want to go to the right and then get out of detective mode, go back down and go to the left. Because getting at when your camera moves faster, when it's not in the scanning thing. So yeah, you want to do dive rolls here.
Il est toujours là-dedans.
Grapple up there.
Ouais, je crois. J'entends quelqu'un là-dedans.
So you want to grapple there. So you can grapple this gargoyle here. Cancel it, dive bomb a little, and if you land, drop there, you'll be able to skip the fight. Now this is where the run differs between Xbox One and PlayStation. Or Xbox and PlayStation. because there's a skip here. Oh, okay, I'm going to do that PlayStation, can't do it. But before this, you want to put Harley, not Harley, but like there, in this general area. So she doesn't have to walk very far to open the door. Which, because if you didn't do that, and if you just waited over there, she would like have to walk all the way back, and that's slow. So to avoid that, we kind of make her go here, so she doesn't have to walk very far to interact with the door. You can kind of, yeah. Sometimes she'll stop moving, which is very annoying, or she'll move when you don't want her to, but she will follow Batman. See there, that's not bad. You want her to be in that general area, because if you look at her, she'll walk forward. See, she walks forward, then walks back. Now you want to mash, quick fire, or triangle or Y. Then you want to dive roll over this guy. So you can just mash A or X. You want to dive roll over him once, and then back twice. So you can do a double takedown. Let's go. All these guys. Slide. Open the vent. Yeah. Eliminate him. Dive roll. Dive bomb, sorry. And take him out. So that's one of the only trophies we will be getting in the run. So this is this is one of the only skips PlayStation can't do. Grapple there, you can dive bomb. You want to go through this door. Go back through it. Grapple to this gargoyle. And we're gonna glide this way, dive bomb, and then I'll show you. So we'll glide this way, dive bomb, go around here, up, and there. How we do this is by dive bombing, like that, and gliding like that. But obviously you need more height. Till we land like that. See, now we are out of bounds. We aren't supposed to be here. We've made this glide. Now we're going to go this way. Go down, glide. Like that. Now what we do is we frame perfect cancel the door. We have to frame perfect cancel it, otherwise it doesn't work. If you don't frame perfect cancel, the game is soft locked. So if you don't frame perfect cancel that, the game soft locks and you can't progress. So what we do here is we jump here. So he jumps into the water and he goes up there. You can do roll cancels there. If I can get them. You want to grapple there. Grapple here. Grapple up to that. Slide, dive bomb. That's not a good grapple bomb, but it's fine. Which you can get. I'm gonna grapple that. Cancel. Oh, nice. You want to go through there, and you want to grapple that. Obviously you'd be higher, but you can't grapple this if you don't grapple the thing behind us. Grapple up here. And that's the glide path to Steel Mill. So if you didn't do Bell Tower, if you're on PlayStation, you'd be here after exploding the church. Glide. Grapple there. Cancel, wait a bit, and then glide. So you're carrying momentum with the glide. Cancel there. Hope. Yeah, you can cancel that. Go up. Slide, dive bomb. It's the same thing. Same glide as it was. As it is if you do. Bell Tower? Yeah, you just go down here. dive bomb, stop,
Écoutez-moi, inspecteur
grapple,
crétin, et ouvrez bien grand vos oreilles.
go up there, grapple,
Comme vous le savez, monsieur...
go up here, grapple,
Il est...
and that's the glide. You can dive roll over this bit here. It doesn't save much time, but you can still do it. Quick fire that, pull it down. Now there's something we're going to do here, it's called Lava Skip. What this does is, instead of going down, skinnying, jumping onto a railing that falls down, and jumping off, we're just going to glide over the entire lava pit. And how we do this is we crouch, descend, hold left. You want to hold left when you descended and then drop. Now we're here. We want to jump here, dive bomb a little bit, glide hit into there, and then glide there. Then we can press off and glide all the way over there. You want to be careful because there's a railing that drops down here. It's about to drop down. That can drop down, and the collision for it ends here, or where that crack is. So you want to be careful, as sometimes Batman will hit it and it'll just drop his glide. So you want to kind of project yourself about here. So you want to jump, dive bomb, and glide. See, sometimes you don't even have to dive, like glide or press against that wall there. He will just go directly here, and you'll be fine. You can just glide off. But if you do hit that wall, it's fine. You can just glide there and press off. So you want a quick fire jump, which is left trigger and X or square. Quick fire batter. And up there. You can quick fire the batarang while running there. You don't have to slow down. It's just minor time save.
Je vous ai promis des distractions, pas vrai, les gars?
So we're coming. So this part here, you want to hold right trigger, so you can still see in the vent. Because if you don't, it's like this, and it's really annoying to traverse. So if you hold right trigger, you can still be there, like steering. Go down here. Throw 3 batarangs. Make sure you're kind of set, like not running, because if you're running and then do it, like sometimes he doesn't throw 3 and he throws 2. So make sure you properly stopped and then throw the batarangs before you move on. So you want to slide there, and we're going to use ground takedowns again. But we want to throw a couple batarangs to get a physical challenge for XP. Now takedown, throw some batarangs. Okay. Yes, we want to get some physical challenges, just for some XP. There we go, we've got it. Now, we want to end the fight with a batarang, because that will also count for another challenge, which will end 3 fights with a quick fire batarang, and that should give us a little more XP. You want to run and slide here, it's slightly faster. Skip this. Now you want to buy an upgrade. The upgrade we want to buy is critical strikes, because this helps us with the Catwoman sections, which is the most. This is the critical strike. So it helps with Catwoman sections. It was Cat 2, which is the one we're coming up to. It will help us with that because that's mainly combat focused. So it will get that done quicker, but also it will help Batman with his fights. So like Funhouse Brawl and all that. It just helps everyone. So you can cancel the store. Doesn't really matter. Get out of that. Run. Go through. You don't have to cancel the doors. So what you want to do is batarang this guy. Go through. Ideally, you would ground takedown cancel him, but sometimes it doesn't work. You want to get behind these guys, because they're idiots, and double takedown. Dive roll through this wall, and then you want to take this vent off, because so we don't have to take it off when we come back through later. You want to enter this door. Now, for this, the strat for this pred is there'll be a guy here. We want to knock out, smash him, throw a couple of batarangs at this guy. Okay. So we can ground take down. Backroll that guy. backlog this guy, so we can take him down. Grapple up there. Cancel it. Then this guy, you wanna hit. Take down, cancel, pull him over, and take down, cancel him. So that's the strat for this room. Save Stacy, grab the wreck. You can get that if you want, doesn't really matter. Okay. Grapple up there. Quick fire the wreck here. And then quick fire the wreck here again. We can do a wreck cancel, which is what I've explained earlier. Smoke there, so it skips the little introduction to using the wreck. Skips it, it's just one at a time said. Go through here, go through this window. And make sure that you don't dive roll into any of these doors, because then it takes a while for Batman to stand up. Door cancel. Now for this, you want to quick fire the wreck twice, then press the right bumper twice. 3 times actually. Then we want to get standing storage, like I explained earlier. So you want to aim and fire the wreck, aim, fire, and then switch to gel. So aim the wreck, fire it, and then switch to gel. But here, we want to use left trigger, so it pulls the hook out of his office. So aim, switch, like that. Now we use standing storage. So what we do now is we can't switch to the wreck until we're about to do the skip, as if we do, we lose wreck storage. We get storage, grapple up here, hold left trigger so the explosive gel is highlighted, switch to the wreck, and now Batman falls. What you want to do is you want to climb up, hold right on the analog, hold up on the analog stick, or hold press A or X. When you get below these lights, so Batman will climb up and he'll skip the Mr. Hammer section. So like this. Grapple, holding left trigger, wreck, climb. And that's how we do Mr. Hammer skip. Now for Cat 2, we want to grapple here. Make sure you don't rush any of those. Go through here. Then jump and then grapple, as it's slightly faster. But now, there's a few things you can do here. So sometimes Catwoman will either grapple there, that, or that rooftop there. Ideally we want that rooftop, but if not, we'd want that grapple point there. We don't want to grapple onto the courthouse, so we want to run, jump, and get that. See, we didn't get the upmost roof, get that grapple point, but it's fine because we can just do this. Now we go down here.
Double Face a dit qu'elle vivait quelque part par ici.
Now we just attack these guys. You can do ground takedown cancels here, but as Catwoman it loses your combo, which really isn't good if you're trying to do it consistently. Now we go into her apartment, grab her tools. You just mash A or X here.
Très bien, Selina. Tu dois trouver Ivy.
Pounce up,
J'espère qu'elle m'a
open the
pardonné.
vent, or the grate, sorry.
Oh, je pense que oui.
Climb
Il n'a
up
pas
here.
raison.
We want to grapple, or jump, so we get this one. Grapple there. Climb up. You can either get that one, or this one. It doesn't really matter. This, I think, I've found that this one has been faster, but you can get either one, because you can get to the same place. So now you want to jump here. Now there's going to be guys in front of you. You want to pounce to the one at the back, because so you get a farther distance faster. Now jump and grapple, cancel it, go back through, pounce. You can grab the trophy, it doesn't matter. Go up and open the door. So now for this fight, we just want to punch everyone. But you don't want to press, you don't want to mash X anymore, because you want to land your critical strikes. How you do that is by pressing X or square once per enemy. which will it'll deal a 2 times combo.
J'ai
So it,
passé
deal,
des
so
semaines
it does more
entières
damage.
à peaufiner les toxines
Your crits
qui
only work
détruiront ton pauvre petit
above a
corps
5 combo.
charnu et pathétique. Sérieusement,
Just keep
tu
that in mind.
espères pouvoir battre Merlin?
This guy will never get locked out, so you just want to do a ground attack then
Tu as
cancel.
terminé, Ivy?
Now here,
Je veux juste discuter.
you want to
c'est
go
tout.
back,
Si tu respires encore,
try to open the door.
elle est vraiment bornée.
You try to
Je dois
open
le
the door.
reconnaître. La nature est un
Yeah,
racisme,
so
Céline.
put your caltrops
Mais
down,
l'histoire remplie
like that,
tes poumons
then jump.
et te tueront.
The reason we opened the door is because it resets Ivy's thing, like that, so it kills everyone without us having to fight them. It's just slightly faster, and we also got a so now we are out of the unskippable cutscene. We want to skip this dialogue. We want to look up here so we get this grapple point, and when we're halfway up we want to cancel it, so we glide here. Now you want to run off, glide up, grapple up to here, cancel it, go down, like that. Can grapple up there, doesn't really matter. Now we glide until we get that grapple point there. Now we cancel that. Yeah, just for more speed. So then we grapple up here. We can't cancel this one as we aren't. Yeah, we just don't cancel. Now we can get more XP here by doing a double wreck shot. So how we do that is we fire it normally with trigger, but we also quick fire it at the same time to just get a little bit more XP. Open that, slide. If the enemies detect you, it'll be really hard to slide there. So yeah, you slide here and then you can just like dive roll that way. Hack. Hacking with both analog sticks is faster. It just saves some time. So now for this pred, what we want to do is we want to backload this guy, slam him, do a ground takedown cancel. Now we can get some more XP here by throwing the smoke there, and we can slide these guys like that, and we've got a slide thing. Now if we ground takedown everyone, fight should be over pretty easily. You don't have to go all the way up to him, you can press Y or triangle and Batman will kind of float to him to do the interrogation. So now what we'll do here is we go into the grates, hack it and leave.
Ça ne me dit rien qui vaille.
Yeah. I don't see a lot of people doing this. It's like when you're in the grate, you can select the cryptographic sequencer just to have it out, like quickly. Like, boom, like that. Go back into the vent, open the door, and that's the GCPD section. Now you want to quick fire the wreck as it does that. Now we're going to do a corner zip. So what a corner zip is basically you zip from a corner. So what you do here is you aim, a batarang, let go, aim again, and so aim, you want to aim, let go, aim again, and then press B or circle to get out of the corner. It should look like that. The camera should move like that. And once you've done that, so aim, let go, aim, aim, let go, aim again, B. So if you do it right and you've quick fire the wreck, that should happen. Now there's another zip we can do here that works better on PlayStation. So you need to get corner storage, go up here, climb, get onto this railing, don't mind these guys, and then get standing storage, and then quick fire. Oh, okay, I just got screwed by that guy. Anyways, get standing storage, pull out this corner, and zip. Quick fire it, and it does that. Make sure you glide, otherwise Batman will just fall. You want to grapple up here. Once you've done the zip, grapple here. Glide, dive bomb. the glide path for both the zips are exactly the same, so yeah. Glide down.
Le protocole 10 prendra effet
Okay.
dans 7 heures.
That's nice. Yeah, ideally you'd glide down, yeah, glide down, but you can get, you can hack the panel first even. I didn't do it. It's fine. You can interact with the panel before, but if you don't, it's not a big deal. You want to do ground takedown cancels here? Just to finish the fight faster. So we hack the panel, and then we open the door. You can open the door surprisingly early. No, you can't actually, never mind. So here you want to hold forward, because then it skips the little like knife into like tutorial. Hit the guy, I'll take down cancel. There we go, we got the thing. With the physical challenge. Now we can get the penguin. You try hack the panel, but it says we have to go do jammers. Now, usually the order is one up there, one over there, and one down there in this subway. But because it's been found, the reverse jammers are actually faster now. So we go 3, 2, and 1. Now, how we do this is 2 different zips that you can do. And I'll show you both of them. So, the first zip that I'm going to show you is the one that is not most commonly used, and no one really uses it. So you want to line yourself, but you want to be on this glass, but be behind that little line, and then get standing storage, zip, and you should end up here. The corner, you should have chained the so you get the storage from over there to do the zip. If not, there's a corner up there that you can get. So you want to glide down, up, and then to here. So instead of going up there to do the first jammer, we're going to jump down here to zip to get to the third jammer. So we're going to line up with this glass, get standing storage, pull out the corner, and throw the battering. It'll either zip you up here or down there. It doesn't matter as long as you're in this area. We're now going to glide there. So you want to glide, dive bomb, pull up. I did that poorly, but it's fine. Press off this wall and land there. So now we're here. Once we walk forward, the entire subway loads. So we're going to run forward, look up, and mash grapple. So we grapple as soon as we can. Now we need to do a rec jump to get height. So what we do, the inputs are A or X from a PlayStation. Aim and fire the rec and press A again. So, like that. But you don't want to be too close or too far from the ledge. Like that. So I'm going to dive bomb once. Wait until we're fully up. Dive bomb again. Wait until we're fully up. Now we don't need to dive bomb again. We can just glide. Sometimes it does touch, it's fine. Now, we're going to do cancels on these jammers. It's the same as door cancels, see? So you cancel these the same as doors. You can use left trigger or pumper. It doesn't matter. Do cancel, but you're going to throw some smoke. Grapple up here. Now we're going to zip out. So you want to be in the middle of this railing. Get storage. Get storage. Pull out the corner. Throw. Okay. Throw the battery. Like that. Now we're out of here. Now we're out of the pred. Now we're going to jump there. And we're going to glide backwards. So we're going to jump. Glide. Dive bomb. Pull up. Once you get to the end of this, dive bomb again. You can dive bomb again if you want. It's a little risky. So we're gonna get it. I'm gonna drop here. Sometimes it does load in. That's fine. If it doesn't load in when you're grappling, we're gonna go there to load through the map. Then we're gonna grapple there, so the entire area loads in, so we can do the second jammer. So we can grapple here. Grapple there. Bad grapple actually. Dive bomb. Grapple that.
Faut suivre. Le
Cancel
pingouin
it.
est allé l'accueillir.
Now we're going to cancel these jammers the
Selon le
same as
journal,
you do
toutes les
doors.
fréquences sont
So,
en train d'être supprimées.
that. Then we grapple up there. Cancel it. Dive bomb. Now we're going to buy some upgrades. Upgrades we want to buy are Batswarm, this one, and special multiground. You should have 2 upgrades by this time. So it's these 2 here. These 2 are the ones we want to get right now. So once you've bought them, go out. You can dive bomb again. Then you don't want to glide kick someone, you want to land on. Glide kick. Got some batterings.
Le signal est encore bloqué.
Now multi-ground. One guy will survive, it's fine. Now we're going to cancel these jammers again. You don't have to get all the counts. It's fine.
La tour de brouillage dispose de 3 terminaux. Je vais devoir tous les détruire pour la désactiver.
As you can see, okay, I got one. We're going to grab this trophy for more XP. Then we're going to grapple there, so we can skip the fight outside of the museum.
C'est vrai.
Je sais pas comment il a fait. Le pingouin a dit que c'est...
I didn't get it, but it's fine. If you don't get it, multi-ground over him. Then take out counter. Once we enter the museum again, we'll be able to hack the panel and be on our merry way. So once we've hacked the panel, we want to run through. We'll be jump scared by the dinosaur. We want to go here, glide to go behind this guy, combat takedown, quick fire the wreck, cancel, do that. Now we get a Riddler challenge. Now, we're about to do a skip. That requires that requires 2 zips. So I'm gonna walk to the door first. Yeah, we're gonna walk to the door, walk through the door. We're gonna quick fire, we're gonna throw the reverse remote control battery, and we're gonna hit the button. Now we're gonna walk back through the door. We're gonna grab storage on this corner. Then we're gonna cancel the door. I didn't get it. You wanna cancel the door, like that. So the area deloads. Now once we walk back through, the area deloads. We want to look up until we get this grapple here. Grapple up. Now we're going to dive bomb once forward until we're in line with the trophy. You can pick up the trophy if you want. You want to crouch, descend, go right until you can't anymore, and then go left. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get standing storage. Pull out the get standing storage, pull out the corner. Now the hard bit is gliding. So when you see Batman zip, I recommend just pressing A until he starts to glide, but this can be, it's just preference. Like try different things, like try holding A, try pressing A, see if what works for you. So we're gonna zip like that, dive bomb, glide, go over here, dive bomb again. Now we're gonna go here. Now we've done it half. This is half of it done. Now we're gonna get standing storage again, and we're gonna zip once more. like that, and we should be here. We're gonna run there and go over here, and now we're gonna press off that. We're gonna dive bomb once. You can tap right trigger just to make sure Batman doesn't go through the ice. We're gonna go up here. We're gonna slide, or you can do roll cancels, it doesn't matter. To the door, and we're gonna go through it. But I'm gonna show you the second zip for Dino Skip. So the next zip for Dino Skip is this one. So we get this corner instead of that corner. We get quickfire batarang to get storage. Now we go cancel the door. Now you can climb up on this. I didn't do it. So that's what happens when you cancel that door from that side. If you don't climb up on that display case, it will send you back. So let's cancel the door again. It doesn't matter how far you are away from the door, as long as you get the open door prompt, you'll be able to cancel it. Then we will run, go up here, get that grapple point, but hold RB, or right bumper. Now we're going to go to the right, climb up, so you're in line with this. We're going to get standing storage. We're going to pull out the corner. Now for this zip, we have to make sure we dive bomb as soon as we can to make sure that we actually make it. So which makes this zip harder, but it is faster. So we want to throw a batter and then throw it once more, then dive bomb immediately, pull up, and boom. Now it is very hard to see, so you can put detective mode on to help where you're going, but we zip again, and it puts us there. Now it's the same way as the other way, we just glide across. Dive bomb, pull up, press right trigger, and then grapple. Now once we open this door, we want to reload. Ignore my terrible roll cancels. But once we open this door, we want to reload. We want to reload because if we go to main menu, we create an ng- file, which is basically where the game the file corrupts, but the game resets and it corrupts the file, but you still have all the gadgets that you had when you did the skip. So we want to reload there. We want to walk through this door and then walk back. We do that to prevent a game crash when we go through the door later. Also that also ng- the file. I'm going to go through it. Now, we're going to do gel warp. So, we want to place gel there, and then and manually fire the wreck, but quick fire gel at the same time. So we're going to put gel in this corner, go backwards, blow it up, and then aim, fire, and quick fire the gel. Then it's back there. So if we do it again, put it here. Aim, manually fire the wreck, and quick fire the gel at the same time. Aim, and it's back there. Aim, you can fire and press X or square at the same time. It just makes it easier. Cool. Now, we're gonna... So usually you just fight Mr. Sickle, but we're going to skip him by using gel warp, because we put gel there and we put it in here. If we do the aim, shoot, and quickfire, aim, shoot, wreck, and quickfire gel at the same time, the game will either warp it there, leave it here, or put it on the wall. Now we want to put it on the wall so we can blow it up and say freeze. So we want to aim, fire the wreck, like that, see? Now it's on the wall. Now we've blown it up, and that's how you... So, yeah, so you want to stick it in the corner. There. Then just get in this corner. Like that. If it walks back there, you're doing it correctly. It just needs a little fine-tuning. So make sure you put the gel in that corner, and make sure you're firing and quick-firing gel at the same time. Now we can say freeze. in the. Yeah. A lot of these hacks are one word, one answered. So for now, you don't need to worry about it. Slide. Go back through. Now we need to buy another upgrade here. We need to buy range for the cryptographic sequencer. So we're gonna go here, go to gadgets, and this one. We want to buy this one. If we don't buy this one, we soft locked. And if you don't have enough XP, there's a few trophies in there. There's a trophy in there that you could pick up, and that should give you enough XP. Now we're gonna hack this. Now there's another wreck jump you need to do. You don't need to do it, but it's advised. It's right here, up against this ledge. So we're gonna run, do a wreck jump. If you don't get it, you can just go back and retry.
Tu m'entends? Évidemment.
On est ici.
J'ai pensé que t'aimerais un peu de distraction pendant que tu patines. Dis-lui ton nom, petit.
Wow.
Allez.
Ah ouais? Va te faire voir.
La chauve pourrie.
If you don't get it, that's fine. You can just run across it. So we're gonna walk through the door. You would have to buy range here to hack that panel. Now we're gonna do a wreck jump here to glide all the way across. Like that. Dive bomb. Pull up.
Salut, Batman. Tu m'entends?
And then
Évidemment.
grapple that.
J'ai pensé que t'aimerais un peu de distraction pendant que tu patines.
Quick fire battery to push that down. Now, we want to skip the heat signature for the pred. We want to skip that tutorial, so you can either punch the door 4 times, and then open it, or you can cancel the door, like that. And then, yeah, but sometimes cancelling the door does that, and it doesn't let you walk through. So it's better to just punch the door in case that happens, and you can walk through and skip it, no problem. But it's fine, it's not a major thing. Obviously it causes you to reload and you have to, you know, wait, but other than that, it's not a big deal.
Ils utilisent un système d'imagerie thermique. Avec ce genre d'appareil, n'importe qui peut me repérer dans le noir.
Right, so we're gonna dive roll over this.
Pas de problème, monsieur.
Grapple there, do a double takedown
La tenue de frise est dans la boîte. L'explosion.
on these guys.
Au mieux.
Battering this guy.
Qui c'est qui crie? Te voilà.
Okay.
Ne bougez pas, je reviens.
Ideally you'd pull him off.
Repéré.
Since we're on easy, we don't take much damage, so we can just tank these guys.
Fichez de moi ou quoi? Trouvez-le! J'ai commencé à perdre
Okay.
patience. Vous commencez à manquer d'hommes. On va
Anyways, we're now gonna interact with the
Elle costume de frise.
cop.
Répondez-moi!
Sometimes he takes 10 years to stand up. That's
Je vous ai
fine.
vu nettoyer.
Skip all the dialogue. Skip that.
Donc voilà la scène.
Press A. I'm gonna grapple this gargoyle.
Au cas où vous ne l'auriez pas remarqué, Batman a sauvé notre
Go through. You can cancel this door if you want to. Now there's 2 ways you can do this. You can either wreck jump
Les policiers infiltrés ont besoin de moi.
over there. So what we're going to do is we're going to grapple up here, jump over here, glide off, dive bomb, but not too long, otherwise you can fall in the water, and we're going to glide the penguin. This avoids us having to use
Les
the
policiers
boat,
infiltrés ont besoin de moi.
a little
Si
raft
je les
thing.
laisse dans la glace, ils mourront.
So we're going to go here, you can roll cancel there if you want.
Salut, Batman.
You don't have to slide there, but for these next ones you do have to slide. Okay. Didn't let me slide.
Pas un geste.
It's fine. Now,
Tu sais
now we're
quoi?
gonna. You can punch Penguin pretty early, which you can sometimes get a whiff, which then
Tu es
lets.
fini.
It doesn't do much actually. It just whiffs in it that he doesn't actually knock Penguin over. Now for Grundy, There's a series of reloads that people on PC do, but on remaster it's not worth doing unless you're on a series console.
Mais qu'est-ce que tu fais?
So we're only going to do the first one because it is actually faster on old gen consoles. Just put the gel on the rims. Now you want to reload when Grundy puts his fist back down. There, we want to reload. Now what happens is Grundy will throw us, which is fine because we can put gel there. Blow it up. Put gel there. Okay. Put gel there. Wait for it. Blow it up.
Ce sont des antiquités. Ne les touche
Wait for it. Blow it up. Little Easter egg: if you wreck Grundy, his health bar will go back up. Now what people do, it doesn't affect anything. You can get standing storage, and you can, once you're in the cutscene, you can pull the standing storage out, and but he just doesn't grab Batman. It doesn't do anything at all. It's just people just do it because it's funny. Because you're already waiting for Grundy to grab you, so you're just killing time. This phase is definitely the most annoying because he sends out little things. I don't know what they are. They're little worms that deal damage to you. Yeah.
Assez avec ces foutus explosifs. J'ai dit assez.
You want to put it on the rim like that, right? You want to put it on the rim of the electric power. I don't actually know what they're called, so you can blow them up when they're covered in electric. Put Grundy down. Now instead of running, instead of running the penguin, we're gonna slide to him as it's faster. Then usually you have to do a beatdown. We're just gonna do 3 cave stunts because that's also faster. Run, slide. Okay, sometimes he does hit you when you stand up, it's fine. You're going to do 3 cape stunts, and that's faster than doing the beatdown. Now we're going to look down, scan the blood, and then we're going to go backwards. We need to go backwards because we need to set up Catwoman. And how we do this, go back. Open this door. Now, since we hit the button already, first time we're gonna go through. This gate doesn't exist because we did Dino Skip. Now we're gonna hit this button. Now we're gonna go back through the door and reload. That opens the gate that we need to do to get the panel to hack it. Do we go back through the door now? Run. You can grapple here and glide all the way to the panel if you want. It's a little tricky to do. Yeah. You can just roll cancel it, like this. So now this gate is lifted. We're going to go through. Hack this panel. There we go. Now what we're going to do is this. So we want to shoot it before we walk forward, so it does that. Now we're going to blow up the gel. Now we're going to run through, blow up this wall, and now we've set up Catwoman. So what we want to do now is you want to get storage for a zip. We're gonna do. You can wreck jump there just to glide, but it doesn't really matter. Right, do some roll cancels just to get back, not into a wall preferably. Can cancel that door, it doesn't really do much. Now we're gonna get storage on this corner. You got a quick fire. Go up. Go towards the door. And open it. Wait, obviously you have to. And once you've left the museum, you can use either one of these zips to get back to the subway, I prefer using this one. Get storage, zip, and then glide like we did to get into the subway for jams. Now, if you fail a wreck jump here, you don't actually have to do it. You can, so if you get like a small one, I'll demonstrate. If you get a small one, you can just go. There's no collision in this roof. You can just go through. If you fail the wreck, if you don't get a good one, even. So you can just go through that. Now we want to grapple here. Didn't mean to do that, that's fine. Now we're going to get storage on this corner now. Because we need to get an upgrade. Tightrope, which allows us to do a zip out of race. But before we do that, we want to align our right foot on the third step. Get storage, pull out Batarang. Now we're going to quick fire the wreck, and we'll zip through. Now we'll pull out the sequencer and hack the panel. Now we have unlocked the Tightrope upgrade, as you can see. We now have Tightrope, but we don't want to buy it just yet. Now we have to do another wreck jump, which is coming up. After this one, we're done with the remaining wreck jumps. So yeah, we just have to wreck jump to get to that part there, like that. Go through, open the door. Get a glide, go here, glide up. I've been seen, but it should be fine. Should be fine. Now we blow it up, and that didn't kill anyone. If you don't get detected there, you'll be able to kill everyone with that gel. If you get detected, it's not a big deal. You just take everyone out. Now what you want to do is you want to go through here, and now we miraculously have the line launcher. You want to throw gel here, smoke inventory, glide kick that guy, hit the jammer guy, ground takedown cancel, slam him. This guy's gonna dodge, it's fine. You want to do a full takedown there. Now he's here. Punch him. Now you can get this demon suit if you want, just for a little bit more XP. You can dive away once you've pressed A, and you'll go back. It's just a funny thing that happens. Now, there's two ways to do this. Both of them require a manhole cancel. I'll show you the easy way first, then I'll do the hard way. So we're going to walk through. Batman's dying, obviously. You can quick fire the rack, go back through, quick fire the rack. Now we can ignore these ninjas because they don't pose a threat. Put the gel down, quick fire. So yeah, for this we do have to do another rack jump, but if you do the zip, I'm going to show you in a minute, you don't have to do a rack jump. So you want to rack jump, don't get it, that's fine. You should try again. Ninjas do make it kind of complicated though. Like that, you want to rack jump up there, go there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to jump off, glide, and then we're going to pull up until we hit the roof. Once we hit the roof of that again, we're going to glide back up. Now we're going to glide it over here. Now we're going to do a manhole cancel. How we do this is we just crouch before doing the cancel. If you go through it, that's fine. You go back up. This is... There we go. We cancelled the manhole. Now what you want to do is go up here. Line launch there. Go back, run. Okay, sometimes it doesn't work. If you have the wrong angle. Go back through. Go back, run. So you jump up and climb that. Go back until Batman... You want Batman to like fall off, and you want to throw the use the line launcher. So you can... I have no idea how to explain that. So you want to use the line launcher when Batman kind of falls down on that like railing to bounce off and climb up here. Then we can jump to this railing. You can also just walk to it. Glide here. And then line launch there to... Now we're going to go get storage. So you want to get storage on this corner here. Directly opposite the Titan tank. Or container, sorry. We're going to get storage here. Then we're going to go cancel the door. Sometimes it doesn't work because the game decides to load. Now we're going to walk through. We're going to grapple the gargoyle directly above us. Now we're going to go left once, twice, and 3 times. Now we're going to get standing storage, and then we're going to spin. The reason we spin is that so when we pull out the corner storage, we don't fall. So we're going to pull out corner storage, look up. Now for this you have to dive bomb immediately. If you don't, you won't get enough height. So make sure you dive bomb as soon as you throw the batarang. So you want to throw the batarang and dive bomb. You can turn on detective mode, makes it a lot easier to see. Dive bomb again. Then we're going to dive bomb a 3rd time here. As soon as we hit the roof, we're going to dive bomb again. Pull up. And make sure you don't hit anything so you can go there. Now we have to do another manhole cancel, which is you just have to crouch before doing the cancel. Go on. Now we go here. Go here. If you reload whilst doing Dead Parents Skip, you have to manhole cancel that. You can't go down, otherwise you will have to interact with the Dead Parents thing. See, line launch like that, then glide there, jump there, glide over here, and then line launch over here. So now we're going to be starting trials. Now there is something called partial trial skip, which is where we skip the first half of the trials. So I'll explain it. It's easier to do with a rec jump as you get iframes, which are basically where you're invincible. Because in this, if you touch anything, you die. So, like if you touch anything on the way, he says, then you will die. So doing a rec jump allows us to kind of clip through like a rock formation and get into the trigger to end the first part of the trials. So we want to do a rec jump here and then glide all the way over there. You don't need to do it with a rec jump, it's just easier to do it with a rec jump, because then you get more height and it's easier. So rec jump, if you don't get a good one, it's fine, as long as you get one. Dive bomb. Usually we'd grapple there, but because we're doing partial trial skip, we have to go around it. Make sure you don't dive bomb for too long, as this can like make you lose height. Dive bomb. Now we want to go through like here. Because we did the rec jump, we can be really generous with what we touch, but ideally you just don't want to touch anything. Now, we have to position ourselves to get through that part there. That's the part I'm gliding to now. We have to get through this. So we go through and hit this trigger, and that's how we do partial trial skip. It's one of the easier skips in the game to do. So, but the glide can be tricky when you're learning it. So now we just do trials normally. Let's go down. You can't do wreck jumps off of these crystal formations thing. I think it's crystal. You can do wreck jumps off them, but they're really, you don't really like you can do a wreck jump. See, like if you do it too early, that happens. It's like whatever. You will still make it, but you can do it if you want. It doesn't really matter. Now here you want to put gel, like there, so when the person spawns they want to blow it up and they fall off. Now you just want to take these guys out. Hopefully, if you sometimes one of them will fall off, or two of them will fall off, which is quite helpful for like the entire fight, as it makes it faster. We should go down now and wait for the little portal to open. So we can slide to Talia, which is faster, but if you reload, you can't run. So that's just something to keep in mind. Here you go. Do that. Then we can just wait for Talia to walk through the door. So now we want to get standing storage. Now we do this because when Raish, it doesn't have to be, yeah, you can just get storage. Now once you've got storage, we're going to use this after we fight the ninjas that he spawns when he slices. The reason we use standing storage, well, we get standing storage, is because it cancels like Batman's like defense animation when he's being pushed back. So if we use storage, we can defend, like, so you can pull it out and it cancels the animation, so you don't get pushed back. So you can just lay into Raish. Now there's another skip here, which is where you counter slowly, and the way I found best is doing 2 inputs per second, and that's considered slowly, like that. But you have to do it twice. You have to do it 2 times because you can't do it the first time. Now you want to beat down Raish, and now this part's really important. When that comes up, you want to reload. But for the counters, if you do it too fast, you will just... So this is Talia Skip, basically. What it skips the 20 ninjas and Talia walking around you. When, after you do like the beatdown on Raish, she'll walk around you. But if we do counter slowly, and then Raish kind of breaks, when we have to counter him again slowly, and then we do a beatdown on him, and we reload here, it skips the entire thing of Talia walking around us, and it also skips the 20 ninjas. So when that comes up, like the little dust, you want to reload. So if we don't reload, we've screwed ourselves, and we've basically, yeah, we've screwed Raish, so we can't progress. So once we reload, you can get storage again. Like that, and just cancel the push being pushed back, and then just lay into Raish. Like so. Some people do double shot here just to make sure. Now there is a skip here that people do on PC, and the timing on controller is really precise. It's like within like 2 frames, but on keyboard it's like 10 frames. It's a lot more generous on keyboard, so it's not it's quite hard to do on controller, so I don't think it's worth showing, as I've never got it myself, so I couldn't give a proper explanation on it. But that is something you can do, and it is a fair bit faster. So now Raish is just threatening us. You will kill me, detective. You will join the League of Assassins, or I will kill the only person you've ever loved. Yeah, it's extremely sad that I know that, but anyways. This is where we have to use the reverse batarang, obviously. Reverse batarang. Woohoo! Raish has been killed. So once you've bought the Tightrope upgrade, which is this one underneath the reverse batarang, you want to get Tightrope storage, which is where you go on the Tightrope and quick fire a batarang. Now you want to put yourself against the door and zip, like in the corner. If it doesn't zip you, go to the left a little bit, and then try zip, like that, and you'll be zipped into Wonder City. Now where we go from here is we just line launch to the door. Now there are bodies that Batman can hit, but if you do hit it, it's not a big deal. See, like that. Do hit it, it's not the big end. It's not the end of the world. We just go back through. We just run. Now this is one of those areas where if you don't load checkpoint, you create an NG- file, and you can't progress through the game, and it makes you restart. So this is where you really want to make sure you reload from checkpoint. So now we want to leave this place. Now we go up here. We go to this one where Fiona is. This is because we do this. So we want to line up, we want to put ourselves, Batman, on this big book here. Big, like, say it's a big book, because these two, that book and that book, are the biggest of the books, and you want this book. So you want to stand on the book, pull out the line launcher, and try get it like there. You can kind of line it up with the corner of this. So if we pull out line launcher and line it up, it works. Now we fire the line launcher, and now we're on the trophy. We do this so we can spray explosive gel on the roof and explode it. There we go. Now we spray explosive gel on the roof. Now the explosive gel doesn't have to be all the way on the roof, it's just if some of it's on the roof, it'll explode. Now we go up and glide this way, like that. Ideally you would glide around this, but if you don't, it's not the end of the world. Now we go here and climb up. Now we're in the place we don't we aren't supposed to be here at this time, so because then this wall isn't loaded. So we're gonna line launch across this, line launch across, cancel, dive bomb, pull up, and now we are under the map. We want to get a grapple point, which is here. This is so we know that the barrel reloads in, and if we go this way, we can grapple there, which loads the barrier. I mean, no. Now we're gonna save Quincy. How we do this is we just multi-ground everyone. If I could. Okay, that was not really ground clever, but don't get multi-ground, it's fine, you just ground takedown cancel everyone. Like that. Then we interrogate Quincy. Now we line launch over here. We don't press B or circle, we just press A or X, so we can start gliding immediately. Ideally you'd cancel that, but it's not a big deal. We glide around that, so we can get this grapple point here. And we're going to slide off this one, and then dive bomb, like that. Now we're going to grapple this gargoyle here. Cancel. Glide. Now we're going to skip this fight. The way we do this is by landing here, lifting that up and making sure this guy doesn't move, so we can go in and skip that entire fight. Then now we're going to fight freeze. Now there are multiple ways to do this, but you want to make sure you dive into the fight first. Now, what a lot of people do is they use the disruptor first. So they disrupt his gun and then attack him. Now they go for a silent takedown. They go up behind him, do a silent takedown. Silent takedown. Now we have to do a beatdown, and now we're going to spray explosive gel on this wall here, but on the other side. So freeze, not rage, has to go past, and so we can blow it up. There we go. Now, you can either do a line launcher here, a line launch takedown, or use this electrified water. A lot of people prefer to use the electrified water. So we're going to stand here, let freeze see us, wait till he walks on, and then fire it. And that's how the freeze fight's done. It's pretty simple, it's not too complicated. But there are different ways people do it. So now we're gonna get the the freeze grenade, which can allow us to do tower climb, which we won't have to do for a while yet. But it will also help us in doing Steel Mill 2 skip, which we are about to do. So we're gonna open the door, and we're gonna get another physical challenge. But we're going to use this to skip Vicki, to skip saving Vicki. Usually, you'd have this in helicopter cutscene, and we'd have to go save Vicki. But if we wait 8 seconds, or buy 2 upgrades, so we can buy Backlord Disarm and Special Combo Boost, and then throw the battering, pull it back, and catch it, and then we reload, it will skip the whole we'll skip the whole helicopter being shot down, and we skip having to go save Vicki. So that's just something worth knowing. Now we're gonna do a quick zip just to get to the steel mill faster. So we use tightrope storage for this zip. It's pretty simple. All we do is get tightrope storage, and yeah, you know the drill by now. Go over here, get tightrope storage when you can. Pull out tightrope. Now get the rack. You want to be on this square. Get standing storage. Get standing storage. I don't know storage. Great. If you lose storage, that's fine. It's not a big deal. You should get it again. You want to be on that square. Here. This one. Doesn't really matter where, as long as you're on the square. Why can I zip? Okay, I keep looking storage.
Quelqu'un a allumé une fusée de détresse sur ce toit. Soit quelqu'un a besoin de mon
aide,
soit c'est un piège.
Go here. Pull out tightrope and we zip. And we zip quite fast. Now we want to get railing storage, which is what we need to do in Steel Mill 2 skip. So this is a railing. If you just quick fire a railing, we can do a freeze grenade climb, which is what we need to be able to do Steel Mill 2 skip. You don't need it, but it's easier. Now we're gonna glide into that roof. I just lost storage. I'm so smart. We're gonna glide into this roof here. How we do it is we run off, dive bomb, pull up, and go through the roof, like that. It's a pretty easy glide. Now we go through. We want to be on this little tunnel. Now you want to line yourself up with this black triangle. If you zoom in it disappears, but it's fine. You want to be in line with this black triangle. I'm going to fire the line launcher. Look to the left. And once we're approaching the door, we want to kind of hold a line launcher. And we'll get on tightrope. This will work, being this far, but ideally you want to be closer. So you want to get standing. You want to get standing storage. Pull out the battering storage. Throw one freeze grenade and mash A. I wasn't close enough, but sometimes that will work. You want to be kind of close, but not too close to do the freeze climb. Doing the freeze climb is faster, well, it's easier, but not doing the freeze climb is harder. So that'll work. You want to make sure you're mashing tightrope, because sometimes Batman just doesn't want to get on the tightrope. And get standing storage. Pull out the corner. Do one freeze climb, which is mashing right trigger, and then mash, open the door. So Batman doesn't fall. And that's how we skipped the entire Steel Mill 2 section, and now we're on to the Funhouse section. Which is pretty simple. We just kind of kill everyone. It's yeah, it's not too much to it. Now the game could be a bit buggy here, but it's fine. Now we want to beat down Joker. Like so. Just do a beat down on him. Because then it'll do that faster. Now you can just wait until everyone else kind of spawns. Can have a look around if you want.
Je viens de dire moi. Je voulais dire moi et ce type-là.
Now everyone's spawning. We want to keep a combo. So we bought special combo boost simply because it makes multi-grounding people a hell of a lot easier. Now you will lose a combo if they don't spawn in quick enough, but it's fine. That guy doesn't die. Okay, it's damaged up. Now you want to hit Mr. Hammer. If anyone's going to hit you or he's going to slam you, just use Batswarm. Go. Now we want to leave the Titan until last. I got hit by the Titan, but it's not ideal, but it's whatever. Now the Titan can actually help us in killing everyone. Like that. Now we just want to take out the Titan. Now we can... Oh, someone's still alive. Now you can actually ground takedown cancel the Titan. Not ground takedown cancel, but you can cancel the animation of killing him. How we do that is we just mash backlog. Like that, and then we batarang Joker. And that's how we do Funhouse. Again, it's pretty simple. Right, now it's time for Cat 2. This Cat 3, sorry. It's pretty simple. The way we go to the little vault, it's literally the most direct approach you could have. There's not much explaining to do here. You just kind of follow where I go. Yeah. Ideally you want to go there, you'd want to go there. So you can grapple that faster, but it doesn't matter. You can get this trophy if you want. It, again, doesn't really matter at this point because you've already got every upgrade you need. Yeah, XP is pretty... We already have every upgrade, so we don't need XP anymore. So now we're gonna jump here, and we're gonna pounce the guy with the shield. Better go and take down him. Don't throw two of them, but that's the idea of the fight. Right, so for this section, it doesn't matter what order you get the keys in. It's just where you get the keys. Like, as long as you get the keys, you'd be fine. I like to go for this guy. Tightrope.
Le protocole 10 prendra
Get that key.
effet dans 10 minutes.
And get this guy's key. Yeah. Now we wait for this guy to go into here. And we grab his key. Now we go put the keys into the computer. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Get 2 is pretty
Qu'est-ce qui se
simple.
passe? C'est un exercice? Si c'est ça, la cible se déplace.
Okay, do that first.
Ici Tiger 5-4. On a confirmation que la cible est dans la Syrie. Je répète, Batman est dans la
Okay.
Syrie.
Yeah, so you just want to take everyone out as fast as possible. That's kind of it.
Le protocole 10 éliminera Batman et le Joker de cette planète.
This fight here,
Que nous ayons attrapé alors,
you,
on active le
you
protocole.
can like just do a special combo takedown on the armored guy.
Batman sera bientôt mort. Et vous êtes ma prisonnière.
Get rid of him faster.
À toutes les unités.
Yeah, there's not much to Cat 3 at all.
Batman est mort. Je
You
répète,
just-
Batman est mort.
It's just kill everyone,
Bien.
really.
Attendez la fin de la mise en œuvre du protocole 10 et envoyez une équipe pour récupérer le corps de Batman.
Compris, monsieur.
Something worth mentioning here, if you look to the right, Catwoman, like, she stopped, like, you'd have this entire thing where she looks to the right and then left, but if you're already looking right, she doesn't have to look there. She's already there. The camera doesn't have to turn.
Sauf Batman et fiche le camp. C'est pas comme s'il allait mourir, c'est Batman, hein?
What would I do?
Depuis quand
Anyways.
est-ce que tu as une conscience?
Now we just go up
C'est
and
à moi de te
rescue
plaire
Batman,
ici ou quoi? Tiens bon, Batman.
because he's
Je vais te
dying
tirer
and
de là.
he needs our help, obviously.
Super. Tu vois ce que j'abandonne pour toi, Batman.
Right, so now we're going to do Protocol 10 skip. So we want to get Tightrope storage. Usually you can do it there, but it's fine if you can't.
Oracle. Strange lance des frappes.
Usually people go here and get the storage here, because we zip up there, so it's just easy to get it. People get it here. You want to get Tightrope storage. You want to grapple up here, but don't move. If you move, you won't be zipped out of bounds. You want to get standing storage and quickfire battering. Now we want to glide immediately and glide to a little spot in like under the map. So we're gonna, okay, that's fine. Grab up here. Now once we're out of bounds, we're gonna glide and then dive bomb. Be really careful where you dive bomb because we want to make it easier. We'll go here. That makes this part of the subway load in, and when we glide down there, the underground will let all of the underground will load in. So we're gonna glide. Now the underground loads in. I'm gonna dive bomb here, pull up, and we're gonna grapple. Or you can hit the water, it doesn't matter. Getting the grapples faster, but it's fine. You can wreck jump here, or you can just use final jump. Doesn't matter. Now we're gonna open the door to go into the underground.
Je n'ai
Now we better this window, go on it and get railing storage. Now this acts as railing storage as well. So we're gonna go over here. Okay. It's not the biggest end in the world. Now, we want to cancel this door. So when we cancel the door, the entire area will load in, and we can just glide to a part over there. But if you don't cancel the door, you have to do the pred. You have to run. You go back and cancel the door, but you have to run all the way to here and then glide. So hopefully we get the door cancelled. We didn't. That's fine. Just do the pred quickly. Doesn't take long. Usually people find it easier to do the pred. Like if you failed the door cancel, you can go back and try it
Je
again.
tiens à féliciter toutes les forces Tiger pour cette merveilleuse réussite.
Okay.
En contemplant les écrans devant moi, je constate que nous approchons à grands pas des 22% de victoire. Selon mes prévisions, dans 3 heures, tous les détenus d'Arkham City, sans exception, seront morts. Et le protocole 10 passera alors à la phase 2. À la fin du mois, de nouveaux camps ouvriront à Keystone et Metropolis. Chacun sera inspiré d'Arkham City. Vous devriez tous être
You've lost
fiers
storage,
du
it's
rôle
fine.
que
You
vous
just get the railing.
Nous sommes les
Go
sauveurs
back up
que le
here.
monde attend. Nous sommes
That
la
pred is
paix.
just kill everyone as fast as possible. Now we want to cancel the door. Like that. Now like I said before, because we had to do the pred, we have to go all the way. So we won't go glide to that spot there. So we have to go all the way up. And then, now when we start gliding, it'll turn really dark. So it is easier to turn the Takedown mode on so you can see. Now, we want to get standing storage. Pull out the railing storage. Now we want to mash right trigger to do freeze climbs so we can go all the way up there. So you want to start mashing right trigger, which throws a freeze grenade, which is a quick fire, until you get up there. If you lose rhythm, you will fall. For safety, I'll show you. You just want to keep your rhythm. See, that's what happens when you lose your rhythm. So when you're doing this skip, you really want to keep your rhythm, otherwise you will fall, like I showed there. Now there is something people do for safety, but it's not really needed, unless you are scared that you will drop. But as long as you practice it, you should be fine. People glide onto that platform there for safety, but I don't really think it's needed as you move forward ever so slightly when doing freeze grenade claims. Freeze grenade claims, sorry. Okay, we're gonna climb there. Now because we did the pred, we have to load this in first. So you just go next to it and do another freeze grenade climb. There we go. Now, because we did the pred, we have to go up and get something. We have to get the prompt for Wonder Tower. Otherwise, the pred room at the top won't load. So you just do freeze grenade climbs. There you go. Until you get the tall one. Now, we want to go all the way to the platform up there. You can just see it. So we want to throw 58 freeze grenades, or we want to get 8 grapple points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. People do find it easier to speak, like say the numbers out loud, but it's preference. As long as you keep track. See, when it starts getting closer, like they don't throw them as far, you'll know you're like the 40 mark. I like to do a few more throw a few more freeze grenades for safety, just so I know the pred room up top loads in. But now we're gonna fall down here, and we're gonna grapple back up. Now we can check. Yep, the Predator room is loaded. You can also turn on detective mode and see the guardrails. Now we're going to go here, so we can get the missile launch detected. There we go. Glide, grapple. Sometimes you can cancel the grapple and go there, but you can also like just glide from there if you really wanted to. But you can just go up normally like this.
Je suis presque en haut. Je vais l'arrêter.
Now, the hack for this is maintenance.
Il collabore avec quelqu'un. Je compte bien découvrir qui c'est dès que j'aurai stoppé le protocole.
Same in English as in French. Right here. There we go. Just do that. Do whatever now. Now there is a thing called AI skip, where if we do a rec jump and get to the pred without going up that hatch, we can just make the AI not like turn on. We can still take them down, but they can't see us. They also don't like become activated in detective mode. But if you're on a PS4 or an Xbox One, once you go into the theater, the game crashes, but it doesn't do this on the new gen consoles. So it's worth doing AI skip on new gen consoles, but not really here. So we're just gonna go up normally.
Vous devriez être fiers. Un nouveau jour est arrivé. C'est Gotham qui va renaître.
Now we're just gonna contact and cancel everyone.
La cible avance par ici.
And once we've done that, we're gonna go up and hack the panel.
Je sais que vous êtes là. Vous ne pouvez pas vous échapper.
What? Oh, okay. So the hack for this is Genek and then hold like HU. No. It's so, yeah, that. Geniek Huav, which is basically Gotham Savior, but it doesn't translate to Gotham Savior. It translates to Bald Genius, which is kind of weird. Yeah, you'll learn the hacks. The more runs you do, the more hacks you'll learn how to do and all that. So we're gonna try to skip this as quick as possible. So since we already bought the Backcall disarm upgrade, we can go and just take everyone's gun away without actually killing them, because we don't have to kill them. We can just take their gun away and disarm them, so they're useless. So we glide over to this platform here, and we just quick fire backclaw everyone like this. Now this guy here, we're gonna quick fire backclaw the guy on top here, and do it for this guy. Like that. And like just ground take them. Ground take them. Now for this guy here, pull his gun off. Pull his gun off. Go down, drop attack here. Ground take down, cancel.
C'est le grand soir de la première,
Take down him and then go through. Now, something worth mentioning, if you go through the door too quickly, it'll just say it's locked. So you want to wait a second before opening the door, just to make sure that it doesn't say that the door's locked. Now for Clayface, there is a thing called double bomb, which is really hard to do, and I've never gotten it. So what it is where you put gel on the bomb here. You put gel here anyways, because we use every opportunity we can to harm Clayface, but we can use it here. I'm gonna run over here. Put gel here because his next attack, his next like When he next comes to us, he's going to jump, and that doesn't really help, like, blow up the bombs. So when he jumps like this, move back, and we're going to blow it up, so it damages Clayface. Now that's done. If you're going to punch him. You can take as much damage as you want on easy, it doesn't really matter. So, this is Clayface's first phase finished. We're about to move into the second phase, which is where we use the other 2 bombs. You can either go to the right hand side or left hand side, it doesn't matter. I prefer to go to the left hand side if you're like already facing this direction. Now, if Clayface rolls or jumps first, that's a little inconsistent with this one. Because sometimes he rolls, sometimes he jumps, there's no really way of telling. If he rolls first, he can either roll again or jump. You can get hit, just like skip his dire attack. Now we just chill here. You don't jump. Load it. Throw freeze grenade. That's Clayface's second phase done. Now we're gonna go into the third phase. That's the third phase, which basically he falls into Lazarus Pit. We have to go and like kill a bunch of his clay people. Then we get to throw a bunch of freeze grenades at Clayface, and we don't kill him, but like beat the game if we didn't have Catwoman. But because we have Catwoman, we still have to do Catwoman. The fourth and final Catwoman section. So, yeah. There's also some. So there's a place where Clayface is like clay, can't hit you. His projectiles can't hit you, so that's what we like stand there, throw a bunch of freeze grenades so he can't hit us. And there's also a way to skip a phase, which I will show you. To only get 3 phases instead of 4, or a possible 5. So we fall down here. Clayface is there. Now we got to kill some of his like goons. They take a while to like come up. Now we go in this corner here and throw a bunch of freeze grenades. You want to throw 5 extra, just to be sure that you get the phase skip. So we're going to throw a bunch until he goes back. Then we're going to throw 5 extra. If you get too close, he says screw you, and actually hits you, and the invisible wall kind of stops. Now we go in the corner. This could work. There we go. See, sometimes you can get it, but it's really tight. You just want to throw 5 extra each time, and it works, and you'll skip a phase. There we go, and that's Clayface. It's pretty simple. None of these bosses are too difficult. So, yeah. So now we are on the last section of the game, Cat 4. So we have to go get a... Basically, we have to go get a... Well, we have to go to a house. You can just take the most direct path you can. Like this. Now once Catwoman gets blown up, we'll have to fight people. I don't know why I grappled there. We'll have to fight people. So, this apartment. Boom. Now we have to fight some people, but killing the last guy can be a bit tricky, as that's the one we have to interrogate. So it can be tricky, but as long as you just hit everyone with kind of the same rhythm, you should be fine. So once Catwoman decides to wake up from her nap, we can start killing people. There we go. We're gonna get critical strikes and these guys. Like, if you hit him normally, he doesn't die, so we have
Où
to do a
sont mes
ground
affaires?
takedown for him to
Dis-le-moi.
actually
Ou
die.
j'affûterai mes griffes sur toi.
I'd like
par
to use a,
une.
like, throw a bowler there.
C'est double face qui les a.
It's just
Il est au musée.
easier to do.
D'accord?
Merci.
So now we've just been told
Alors,
that
tu as finalement décidé de revenir.
Two-Face has our things and we have to go get
Mais
them.
bon, il est
from
l'heure
him.
que le matou t'apprenne enfin
Grapple
une
there.
bonne manière.
Again, we're gonna grapple to this roof. We're gonna run and jump to the next roof. Here. That jump animation can be a bit whack. That's fine. We want to grapple to that roof. Now we run, jump, and then grapple. Because of that one, it's a little bit tricky. Now there's a fight skip outside the museum that we can do. All you have to do is just sneak past him. It's really that simple. You just sneak past him and you kind of get the fight skip. So you can just crouch, keep an inside line.
Catwoman.
Sometimes they do detect you because sometimes they have a brain, but most of the time they don't, so. Wow, okay. So they're Catwoman roll cancels, which are much harder to do than Batman's. So now we're gonna load in. We're gonna run towards the dinosaur.
Ça fait du bien de revoir le boss, hein.
Sometimes you can jump off there, if not, it's a big deal.
Ça devait être
Jump down
Catwoman.
and fight these guys. You can't skip the guys, unfortunately. So now we're gonna go through to the gladiator pit, and if you open Catwoman up correctly, you should be able to just walk through. Not walk through, there are guys there, but we can skip fighting those. Don't have to fight them. Because if you do Dino Skip, this part isn't here. We just run through, slide under, go up here, and just open the door. That's over here. If it says secure area to continue, just go backwards and go back. Like walk backwards and walk back to it. Should be fine. And we go under. We climb up to this. You can grab this trophy, then drop down. Just puts Catwoman there faster. So you can start running instead of drop down. Okay. So now this pred, we don't have to kill, we don't have to like knock out any of the guys, we only have to work on Clayface, not Clayface, Two-Face. So we can pounce attack him. We can kill this guy, just to make it easier. Not kill him, but knock him down. Now we just lay into Clayface, not Clayface, Two-Face. We lay into him. And timer would end when his health bar goes away. And that's the any percent per cat speedrun. So it's not too difficult to do. But some of the skips when you're learning them are quite difficult. So just take your time with everything. Make sure you can do it. And enjoy running these games.